Hey guys, welcome to Extra Cheesy Vegan, where I've combined my love of animals and my love of food, and I want to teach you how to do the same thing. Here we go! This is a dish I like to call Perfect Plant-based Alfredo, and I'm really excited to show you why. My favorite part about it is that it's really easy. I take one pot, I saute the onions and the garlic in there. Once that's done and I put it into my blender, I'm going to use that same pot to boil the potatoes and the cauliflower. So, as you can see here, I'll be using 1 full head of cauliflower, 1 whole white onion, 2 white potatoes, russets, and 1 half a head of garlic. You'll figure it out soon that garlic is absolutely one of my all-time favorite ingredients, and I use it in almost everything. So, prep the veggies, peel the potatoes, then we're going to take out the green of the cauliflower. That'll be a little later. And all of this gets to be done while everything else is sauteing. Okay, so the bowl of water. That is for the potatoes. Once I chop them, I throw them in there because I don't need them right away, and this prevents them from browning in the air while I'm waiting for them. Well, they're waiting for me. Whatever. While this is happening. I lose my words sometimes. Hopefully you don't mind. I chop everything down roughly because it will be going in the blender, but I need it to boil at about the same pace, so the sizes need to match. This time, and usually most times, once I get rid of the stem, the cauliflower is a lot easier to just break down with my hands. So I kind of pull it apart and separate the florets, and then it boils well that way. I love garlic. It's absolutely hands down one of my favorite flavors. I like finding as many chances, opportunities, ideas, whatever, to use it in my cooking. And of course, Alfredo traditionally is a very garlic heavy dish, so I will be, sticking with tradition and using lots of garlic today. We're going to start with some fresh garlic. I'm peeling it here. I smash it first with my knife, which is kind of fun. And then it's also a little bit out of frame. Sorry about that. And once I set it off to the side, I'm gonna, actually I don't know if I'm chopping it down, but again, either way it doesn't matter. Just fry it up a little bit with the rest of the ingredients, and it's gonna be going into the blender too. Yep, okay, that answers that question. So I go ahead and give it a rough chop. And that makes sense because when you chop and smash garlic, it's gonna release the oil that's inside there, and it's going to add to the depth of flavor of anything that you're making. Gotta have salt. Yes, I know, giant salt shaker. I'm getting a new one, but it's a big decision, and I haven't even started chopping yet. So I will let you guys know as soon as I get those and show them to you right away. Once you have browned the garlic and onions in the pan with the oil, you're gonna start building the sauce and put that in the blender first. Once you've essentially set that aside, use the same pan to boil the rest of the ingredients. That's going to be the cauliflower florets, the potatoes that have been chopped, and the 1 cup of cashews. So as you saw earlier, I had those 2 potatoes. I'm also going to be using a cup of cashews, and we had that entire head of cauliflower. So that's really the main base for this sauce, and those 3 items get boiled together, and then I also add vegetable broth for flavor, and that goes into the high-speed blender. Hopefully you have one. If not, we can talk about other options too. Sauteing those onions and garlic ahead of time really add to the flavor of this sauce, and the rest of it comes from the generous helping of the nutritional yeast you just saw go in there, and lemon juice. That's going to really brighten this up. It's Alfredo, so even though it's completely made of plants, it's still on the heavier side, which is what we want, right? Once the large vegetables are cooked to a fork tender consistency, that's when I drain them and place them into the high-speed blender with the rest of the ingredients. And that is what makes this recipe so easy. It's kind of a one-pot meal, and then you use the high-speed blender. You can brown everything up in that one pan, then boil it, and then get it to this nice, beautiful, creamy consistency. I ended up adding more garlic more salt, some parsley, some oregano, more lemon juice, and blended it up again until it was the perfect consistency and was ready to let it warm on the stove while I made the angel hair pasta. I mean spaghetti. Clearly that says spaghetti. Normally I have angel hair with my Alfredo, but you could definitely have fettuccine or whatever noodle you like. It'll work with any of them. It's a delicious sauce. So from there, it's really quite simple. Get the noodles to the consistency that you like, and once they're cooked, go ahead and drain those in the sink. And then I like to combine all of the noodles with the sauce. And that's it. And it is a crowd pleaser. Young, old, all my kids, my family, they really do love this recipe, and I hope you try it out. I don't use the word perfect lightly, and this really is the perfect plant-based Alfredo. It's creamy, it's delicious, it hits all the right notes, the salty, the garlicky, the lemon. Like I said, it brightens it up, and those herbs. One way to improve this, if you'd like, is to take it from dry herbs at the end and add some fresh herbs. That's really going to elevate this dish. But aside from that, this is a super simple weeknight dinner that you can have and impress people with anytime that you want. And if you've made it this far, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me. I'm here for the animals, I'm here for the planet, I'm here for all of us. And I just hope that you'll join me on this journey. I hope you'll try some of these recipes, and I hope you'll let me know how they go. If you did like it, hit that button, subscribe for more recipes each week, and please remember, slow down and enjoy. See you next time.